Hey, friends. I hope everybody is having a wonderful, happy, and safe Christmas day. I wanted to share something with you. This is my family's nativity set. My wife and I started building it in 1980, the year we got married. We started out with this little structure here, and we had a couple of basic figures to go inside. Over the years, we kept at okay. Over the years, we kept adding to it, and so what we have here is sort of a buffet of different figure sets. The sheep came from one set, these figures came from another, cows came from another. This wise man actually came from a whole different one than the other ones did, and so on. We just picked things up as we went along. Now, you might be looking at this and thinking, boy, there's a lot of figures there. And you're right. There are exactly 25. Why? Because when our kids got old enough to start understanding, we used this to count down the days to Christmas. Starting on December 1st, we would put a figure or an animal or something like that in, and for every day we added another figure as we got closer and closer to Christmas. On the 23rd, we would put Joseph in. I think I got that backwards. I think Joseph is actually over here. I can't see it from where I'm standing. We had, on the 23rd we put Joseph in. On the 24th we put Mary in, and then on the 25th, Christmas is truly here. Jesus is born. That was how we worked our way up to Christmas in our family, and the kids loved it. I mean, they had a ball deciding what to put in it and discussing the different characters and how they fit into the story and things like that. It was a wonderful time, and honestly, I can highly recommend it. My kids are all grown now, and really, we just don't do Christmas anymore. We just don't. Um, we are far far away from any extended family, and we like it that way. The friends we have all have their own things going, which is understandable. And so my wife just got tired of cooking a big meal just for us, and I couldn't blame her. The kids weren't interested in the Christmas tree and the toys and all that stuff anymore. Now, one thing we did do, one thing that we really kind of bucked tradition, we never tried to tell our kids that Santa Claus was real. We told them from the first time they ever heard the words that Santa Claus is a fun thing that we like to pretend at Christmas time. You wouldn't believe how many headaches that prevented. So, if you have small children and you're trying to figure out what to tell them about Santa, there you go. Give it a try. What's the worst that can happen? Um, they're a little disappointed, but they understand that they will get the gifts. And you don't have to tell them some mythical character is real. And then later on, when they realize he isn't, they start wondering what else isn't real. I've seen it happen a dozen times. Um, so, yeah, that is one way to keep your kids from falling away when they learn that Santa isn't real. Don't tell them he's real in the first place. Remember, remember, Santa is not what this stuff is about. This guy is. Now, there are a lot of things wrong with the way we do Christmas. The trees and all that stuff are actually pagan symbols, but I really don't care about that. They have lost their pagan meaning, at least in the Western world, so what difference does it make? The thing that bothers me with every nativity set is these guys. They weren't there. Matthew says they came into a house. It also says that Herod checked out the time that they said the star appeared, and as a result, he killed all the children 2 years old and under in Bethlehem. That gives us some idea that this baby was probably somewhere around 2 years old when these guys showed up. They were not at the manger. But that whole thing is so thoroughly ingrained in our consciousness that we put them there anyway. So, and really, that doesn't make a whole lot of difference either. Again, the point is Him. The point is Jesus, who came, Son of God, to die as payment for our shortcomings, who rose again, and who will return. And I tell you, getting to know Him is the easiest thing in the world. All you got to do is ask. So that's our nativity set. And even though we don't actually use it, this is the first time it's been set up in probably 10 years. But it still carries a lot of sentimental and emotional value for us because this was a big part of our kids' training. It was a big part of our own Christmas celebration. And that countdown, as far as I'm concerned, was one of the best things we ever came up with. The kids loved it. We loved it. Give it a try. You might love it too. Thank you for listening to this. Um, Tell me about yours. Tell me about your nativity set if you have one. Um, if you're Jewish and you have a menorah, tell me about that. Tell me what you do. And let's enjoy it. And again, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. And I will see you on YouTube.